Hey folks, it's Patriot Nurse. I want to give you guys an update regarding the hurricane. And first off, I just finished watching the press conference with Brock Long, who is the FEMA director. And I can't believe I'm saying it, I'm very impressed with the methodology, like the way in which he is viewing things, and also his ability to communicate the key issues and the goals in managing the hurricane. Specifically with regards to a few things that are right up my alley, medically speaking. The first one is a recognition that there's going to most likely be power loss, and that large groups of people are going to need extensions on their meds, which typically run out, their scripts run out and have to be renewed 30 days into the cycle. So they're addressing this. The other thing that they're trying to address and coordinate with the state and local governments is the patient populations that need electricity in order to essentially live, and also people, for instance, with dialysis needs. I'm actually real impressed in that the state and local governments are coordinating to reach people to make sure that they're able to live, basically, and to get the stuff that they need. A few things that came out of that conference that I believe are noteworthy. The first is their estimation of the approximate count of people that are going to be in these shelters is about 100,000, and that's stout. That's pretty stout. One of the other things that he mentioned that I thought was particularly interesting is that still in the Houston area right now, there are 15,000 people still in shelters at this point. So you have needs all across the South right now, with major patient populations. From what I understand, and from what they were expressing in the press conference, this is the largest evacuation in Miami's history. In excess of 600,000 people, I believe, 685 if I'm not mistaken, are set to be evacuated. One of the things that they mentioned, which I think is also important from a security standpoint, is that they are anticipating prolonged power outage. And that is an issue not only for meeting your needs, activities, daily speaking wise, but also in the event of power out, you can expect crime to go through the roof. I mean, like J-curve takeoff. Folks, I've trained a lot of people in Florida over the years, so if you're my students, y'all, heads up on this one. There's a good chance that you may end up having to use a lot of the things that we've prepped for and talked about and that you learned in the class. And over again, when you've got large amounts of standing water, no electricity, lots of people in an area, biohazards in the water, and also I was very impressed that Brock Long mentioned this in the press briefing, vector-borne diseases from mosquitoes. That is exactly what we have talked about in class, and I want to encourage you guys to review your notes and to make your preps and adjustments accordingly. Another thing that I've been just thinking about here in regards to the crime, folks, especially in the Southeast, and y'all know this because, like, if you're from down here, you know what this weather is like, being wet and rainy and muggy and all of that stuff. Y'all, please, if you are of a weapon-owning persuasion, please make sure and function check your weapons. Make sure, while you still have the ability, make sure that your weapons are zeroed. Make sure you know where everything hits. Make sure that especially your rifles, make sure that they are lubed, okay? It's very important that you do all these checks ahead of time to make sure that your gear works, that your tools work, and that you're not stuck in a situation where you are having something that your life depends on not function because you didn't do the check and the earnest work ahead of time. So make sure you're doing that. Just a heads up, guys, I wanted to get this info out there before the weekend, and I hope it was helpful for y'all. For now, it's Patriot Nurse sign off. I'll see y'all later.